Alright, today on the bench we've got another TRX-4 by Traxxas. This is the Defender. This is not the original body that come with it. This is a clear body that I've painted up myself. It did come in like a maroony red colour, the one that I bought, but I just wanted to change it up a bit, so I bought a clear body and painted this one up myself. Not the best paint job, it is super dusty at the moment because it's been sitting on my shelf, but yeah, it just looks a bit different than the factory ones. I think you can get a body that's similarly painted like this from the factory now, but I got this truck when it was first released many years ago now, and did this body back then, so it was a bit different from all the other ones. These are not the factory tyres that come on it. These are just the Proline Hierarchs. Quite a good tyre. These are lots of people use these in the crawling world. I quite like these tyres. They're a lot better than the factory ones. The factory ones weren't bad, but these ones are much better. I have added on the front here, this is just a aftermarket metal bull bar that is kind of like the style of bull bar that they put on the Defender in real life. So I just thought it matched it beautifully. It looked a bit better than the plastic one that come from the factory. And as you can see inside, I do have the LED kit, which added the light bar up the top up here, the headlights down in here with the indicators and everything on the side, and on the back it also has tail lights and everything in here. It does have your fuel can on the back just for looks. It's got total shackles down the bottom and a high lift jack, and the spare tire on the back, which is a functional spare tire. That is the tires that it come from the factory, was them. So there was 5 tires including that one on the back. Obviously now that I've got the Hierarchs, it's not the same tire, but still kind of looks cool on the back. It does add weight and stuff, but this is not really a competition crawler. It's more like your trail truck. It does have a rack up the top that you could put things in, scale things in. Bit of like a cage around the outside too, almost like an exo cage. Just strengthens it up a bit in rollovers and stuff, just protects your body a little bit. It does have your, like, there, it's almost like a rubbery sort of flexible material for these wheel arches here. The body comes off. It's quite a heavy body, this one, because as you can see on the inside, it does have inner fender protection, so it keeps mud out of the body and stuff like that. And this one, you can see underneath here, I have installed the rock lights as well, front and rear, so it will shine the lights up into the wheel guards down in here at night. This one has also been fitted with the Traxxas lift kit, which lifts it up quite substantially from factory. That's why you can see the shocks under here are blue, and all underneath here is blue as well. It's just a factory option that they had for a lift kit. This one also runs your portal axles, just like all the other TRX-4s. I do have lots of brass upgrades on here. I believe these are Cemex, I think they're called. It's been a while since I installed them, so I can't really remember, but this is all brass in here, but it's just a black painted brass with just some exposed brass parts, so it just adds a lot more weight on it. I believe I've got them in the rear there as well, just some weights. And I do have, there is metal discs and stuff on the inside of these as well. But yeah, it's just just adds a bit more weight down low. With the lift kit, it does make it a bit higher up, higher center of gravity. As you can see, those rear the rear body mounts, sorry, how high they have to be with that big ass body. So a lot of weight up high in this truck. Like I said, it's never going to be a competition crawl. It's more like a trail truck. So that's why I set it up with the lift kit. It just gives it a bit more ground clearance to climb over, like, you know, logs and rocks, but it's never going to be a competition truck. So if you wanted one set up for competition, you'd have it a bit lower slung. So I just put the lift kit on this to be a bit different. I've got lots of TRX-4s, so I've got ones that are a bit more competition based. This is just a trail truck, something cool. As you can see, it does have the light module there. That's what this black box is here. That's where there's one single wire that comes down from the body, and it just plugs in there. Your normal XL5, 3S capable. Just the normal brushed motor on this. I've just got a Castle fan that I had laying around in the drawer on there. I don't know if it does much, but I had it there, so I thought I'd just chuck it on. I do have a different bumper on the rear of this as well. It is a metal one. It's not the one that comes from the factory. Same with, yeah, like I've said, this front bull bar's metal, a bit different as well. It's hard to tell how much bigger the suspension is and how much higher it is off the ground, but if you see it next to a normal TRX4, it's quite a lot more ground clearance. Yeah, it just makes it a bit different. This one does have your front and rear locking diffs like all TRX4s, so you can have front and rear diffs unlocked, or you can have just the front locked, or you can have front and rear locked. Comes with the TQI transmitter. I don't use the TQI, I've got it bound up to my Spectrum DX5 Pro, but nothing wrong with the Traxxas remotes. I just have so many models that I like to have them all linked up to the same remote, so that's what I do. If I can try and chuck the body on. This is a bit of a hard body to put on, especially with one hand, because of those wheel fenders, you kind of got to key it in. Well, it went on beautifully. You can't always get it like that, but you can see when it's sitting up like that, it's got quite a bit more ground clearance in the arches. It does give it room to flex, stops the wheels from rubbing as much when it's on the trails. So as you can see, it's got a fair bit of articulation, so you kind of need that body clearance. But yeah, I just think it's a cool looking truck. It's a bit different in this color as well. Thought I'd paint the bonnet black up in here just to make it different from the rest of the model. I also left the windows on the roof here clear and the outside windows, which is the main reason why I painted myself a body, because I wanted the clear windows. I can't really stand having the black windows. It's just a personal thing for me. But yeah, quite a cool truck. Good little trail truck. Nice and fun. The TRX4s are pretty capable models. If most people who are in the crawling world really like the TRX4, they're pretty capable little trucks for what they are. I know some people hate Traxxas, but I kind of like all aspects of the hobby. I don't have a problem with Traxxas or any other brand, to be honest. I'm just in this to have fun. So, and I think it's a fun truck. Let me know in the comments down below if you've got one of these, or if you want one, or what you think of this one, and we can talk about it more in the comments. But yeah, that's just my TRX4 Defender with a custom body on it. And yeah, the full light kit, and haven't added much else to this. It's pretty much factory. So yeah, see you in the next video.